welcome back to my channel. It's a beautiful day for a what I eat in a day video. This one is the healthy and low carb high protein meals that I eat when I'm trying to lose weight and also belly fat. This video is in collaboration with Thrive Market. Basically it's an online marketplace that sells your favorite products for less. So it's basically like Whole Foods but at Costco prices. For example, this Justin's vanilla almond butter, I'm obsessed. This cost over $20 when I went to buy this locally. Why would I pay that when I can pay $11.25 on Thrive Market? It's a no-brainer. If you guys use the link below, you can get 30 days free trial as well as 20% off your first purchase and free shipping, which with the savings already is kind of an insane deal. And it all comes to your house like this. My dress. So yeah, let's just start off and get into these meals. So the first thing we are making are zucchini chocolate chip muffins. Your girl has really started to love a little sweet treat in the morning, and plus it gives me more time to digest it. So your first thing you're going to do is take a zucchini or a courgette, cut off the end, and then use a large grater and grate that all up. You're only going to need a cup, but I like to keep the rest of this for like stir frying or something, so I do the whole zucchini. Next up, we're taking 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk. This is unsweetened coconut milk, but you can use dairy milk, almond milk, any milk that you want. And then you're going to take 1/2 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar so it doesn't curdle, and just go ahead and whisk that together and set it aside. I'm then taking some superfine almond flour that I picked up from Thrive Market. This stuff is amazing because it's a lower carb, gluten-free flour, and you're taking 1.5 cups. Also take 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, otherwise cinnamon will overpower the whole dish, and then you just want to combine that and mix that together. We're then going back and taking that milk mixture that we whisked up and adding it to our dry ingredients, and then we're going to cut up a whole ripe banana and mash it. You guys, this is so satisfying. Oh my god, you have no idea. I love to mash a banana. And then you're going to add this in as well. Also add 2 tablespoons of liquid sweetener of your choice. I chose maple syrup, but honey and agave work just the same. And then I'm taking my ghee that I picked up from Thrive Market. I like to use ghee instead of cooking oil or butter because it still has a buttery taste, but it's a lot better for you. So you just need 1 tablespoon of that. And then you're going to mix your wet and dry ingredients together until it forms a dough/batter consistency. And then I'm taking 1 cup of the zucchini that we grated up earlier, throwing that in, and then also 1/2 cup of these dark chocolate chips from Thrive Market. These are the best, most rich, most sumptuous tasting dark chocolate chips I've ever tasted, but they actually are pretty low calorie and low carb for what they are. So you're just gonna go ahead and fold this into combine, and then this makes 12 muffins. So I basically do 2 batches here, so here's 6. You wanna throw your muffin cups into a muffin tin and then throw in your batter. And then we are going to be throwing those in the oven to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then when you take them out, you have these delicious moist muffins. The zucchini adds in the veggies, but it's a great way to add in veggies without actually eating veggies or feeling like you're eating them because it tastes guilty, but it's totally not. And I will have one of these for breakfast along with some Greek yogurt. Next up, we are making an egg and veggie scramble. This is one of my all-time favorite lunch meals. Sometimes I do this for breakfast, but first of all, I chop my toppings. So we're starting out with 2 slices of ham that I've cut up, a whole bunch of red onion because I live for onions. I'm doing a little bit of bell pepper because normally I hate bell peppers, but I'm trying to add in more veggies, and so it's not that offensive in a scramble, but you can do more. Then I have a little bit of grated garlic and some blocks of halloumi cheese. So for my scramble, I'm using 2 eggs. Sometimes I use egg whites, but my cholesterol's fine using 2 whole eggs. So I'm just cracking those and adding some pepper to season. I'm also going to be adding some chives. I love to add chives to my egg. It gives it a really great flavor. And then a little bit of sea salt, just because if I'm working out after, I add sea salt so I get a good pump. That's a little tip from me to you. Usually I wouldn't do salt if I'm not working out. And then I will mix that together and set it aside. So after heating up my pan on medium heat, I'm spraying some cooking spray and then also taking a teaspoon of this Basil margarine substitute. You don't have to do this, but it really gives the veggies and the scramble a nice taste. So to start out with, I throw in the garlic as well as the onions and the ham because these take the longest to cook, and I like them to get that nice caramelized cooked texture. Once I've combined those and they've got all the flavors and have started to cook up, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the bell peppers, mix that around. And I am also taking some spinach. Spinach, again, it's a great way to get in your greens and your veggies in a scramble. So I pretty much do everything but the kitchen sink in a scramble. And so I'm gonna let that wilt a little bit and then add in my eggs. 2 eggs is really enough for me because you'll see this makes a large amount. It's not gonna be just eggs, it's gonna be like a real combined scramble. And then once the eggs have mostly set, I'm adding in a few blocks of that halloumi cheese and just scrambling up the eggs. So once they are scrambled and combined the way you like them, I'm just gonna take that off the fire and serve it up. I will eat this whole portion to myself. If I'm going to the gym and working out, I will even add 1 slice of whole wheat bread. But if I'm trying to be low carb like I am today, or I'm not working out, then I skip the bread. And this is just pretty much all protein and veggies and a really great meal. Well, one of my favorite snacks that I've been having lately is this strawberry vanilla almond rice cake. OMG, you guys. So you're just gonna need strawberries and also some almond butter, and then the Thrive Market brown rice cakes are just my new jam. I take one of these. These are really good. You can do them savory or sweet, and they're only 40 calories and 8 grams of carb per rice cake. So of course I'm gonna wash off my strawberries, however many you need. I think I took too many here, and then I'm gonna start slicing them up. You probably won't use as many as I took, but you know, I was going hard or going home. Then you're going to take the Justin's vanilla almond butter. This stuff is so good. Again, I picked this up on Thrive Market because it's the best price. And I'm taking a tablespoon of this and spreading it on the rice cake. Seriously, I'm not going back to peanut butter, you guys. This just tastes so good. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and arrange some strawberries right on top of that, and you have a delicious sweet snack. I love to have something sweet throughout the day, but this allows me to get that sweet taste, but honestly, the breakdown isn't the worst. And then for dinner, we are hitting it up with some herbed garlic chicken and a twice-baked sweet potato and salad. So to start out with, I'm pricking and struggling to prick some sweet potatoes, 2 large ones, and then I'm taking a teaspoon of olive oil and brushing them. I also like to wrap my sweet potatoes in aluminum foil because when you bake them, they will caramelize and it can make a huge mess in the oven or on your pan, and your girl isn't about cleaning up. So I just wrap those up in aluminum foil, and then I will bake those in the oven for about an hour at 425 degrees. But depending on your oven, how hot it is, it could take less or more time, so keep an eye. And then these are something that I buy pretty frequently. It's a pack of 5 already seasoned chicken breasts. This cost me about $8 for 5. And I will cook these up at the beginning of the week, and then I will use them for salads or meals. But it's not as seasoned as I would like it to be. So I take 1 tablespoon of mayo, some Dijon mustard, some oregano, also some red pepper flakes, and then a little bit of extra virgin olive oil because the mayo can burn and you want the olive oil to keep things loose. And then I will grate a clove of garlic because I'm garlic obsessed. And this just makes my own seasoning that I'm actually gonna add onto the pre-seasoned chicken breast. I'm a little extra. If I don't have the time to do this, you guys, I slap those on the grill as is and they're fine, but I personally like to season them up a little bit more than they are, just because I just like extra seasoned food. Like, it tastes better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that seasoning to one side of the chicken and smooth it out all over. You guys, this just so lit. These are so flavorsome, it's unreal. And then I'm gonna heat up a pan with some olive oil in it. I took a little bit too much olive oil here, so I'm pouring some out after. And then I'm just gonna put the chicken breast on it. Another reason I like these chicken breasts is because they are already flattened for me, and I do not like thick chicken breasts. I only like to eat them flat nowadays. So it takes about 5 minutes on either side to cook. I like my meat to be more to the side of burnt. I do not like juicy meat. I like crispy meat. It's just my personal preference. So cook it to how you like it, and you can see all the chickens cooked up there. When your potatoes are done, you're gonna cut those in half and leave those to cool for a little bit so you don't burn yourself. In the meantime, I'm just taking some halloumi cheese slabs and I'm gonna put those under the broiler until each side gets caramelized and crispy to add to the top of our salad on high heat. So you're gonna broil those, and while that's boiling, I'm scooping out the inside of our sweet potatoes. Basically, I wanna keep the skin so mostly intact, so scoop out as much of the inside as you can without like disintegrating the sweet potato skin. And then I'm going to add some green onion that I cut up earlier, as well as some grated garlic that I grated earlier and set aside to the flesh of the sweet potatoes. I'm also going to add some roasted garlic mayo, that's about a tablespoon right there, some Dijon mustard, well, a lot of Dijon mustard, also some bacon bits, totally optional, again, you could do this without the bacon bits, and then also a tablespoon of mayonnaise, and then I'm just going to mash that all together with a fork. So I did 2 large sweet potatoes, but what I'm actually going to do is cut these sweet potatoes into quarters, and I will have a quarter every meal. So basically this gives me 8 portions, so it's not a lot even though I'm adding in the tablespoon of half that mayo. So once that's all combined, you're going to want to scoop that back into your potato skins as so. And And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheddar cheese on top, just because when you twice bake it, it's just so lit when you do that. So I'm gonna throw that in and I'm gonna broil that just until the cheese melts. When our halloumi comes out, it should look like this, nice and crispy. I'm just gonna add some oregano to season it, set that aside, and it's time to plate up our food. So I'm taking 1 chicken breast for each meal. I'm just showing you guys 2 plates here. I'm also gonna take a handful of spring mix salad, which is arugula, spinach, and romaine lettuce. And I'm also taking this amazing dressing to top that off. It's the Green Goddess avocado oil dressing from Primal Kitchen. Sugar-free, soy, canola-free. Again, I got this on Thrive Market and it tastes, oh my God, you guys. You have to try this out, trust me. And then I'm gonna add 1 slab of halloumi cheese that I cut in half to each portion of salad. And then I'm taking 1/4 of sweet potato for each meal, and you literally have the most balanced meal ever. You've got your protein from the chicken, your carb from the sweet potato, and it's a complex carb, not a simple carb. And then you've got your veggies and greens from the salad, as well as some healthy fats as well from the cheese. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys have any questions or anything, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to check out the description bar below to check out Thrive Market. They are so amazing. I love them. I love to bowl on a budget, as you guys know. And now I'm gonna go tone these legs, work out the gluteus maximus in my new workout clothes. Ooh, ooh. So I will catch you guys next time.